Hey guys, Letter Magic here. We've got another big money tournament coming up on Arena, and it doesn't require you to have kept up with wild cards or construct a deck because this one is sealed, which is 6 packs. Now, I will say it's Strixhaven, so the Mystic Archive cards are going to throw this way off as far as just pool luck and overpowered crap that honestly shouldn't even be in historic, let alone, sealed, with a standard product. So it's going to come down to pool luck, obviously. I mean, you could screw it up. You could be a terrible deck builder and completely, have an oversight and play like an idiot. But assuming everybody plays moderately competently, it's just going to come down to who has the best pool, like it always does. Now, there isn't the 7th additional rare like there is, with the date stamped one in the pre-release kit, so it might be a little bit lower powered, except it won't, because like I said, Mystic Archive. Even the commons and uncommons in that are insane. So it's all going to come down to how many of your rares and mythics are on color, how good are they, and how many of the, bomb good cards and removal and equipment and boosts and stuff did you get. So they're doing things a little differently this time around. You can choose best of 1, and then you have to get to 7 wins with no more than 2 losses, so 3 losses will eliminate you. Or you can play best of 3, aka traditional sealed, and you only need 4 wins, except that only 1 loss will kick you out. So you have to win 4 in a row with no losses. I was about to say, of course I'm going to run best of 3. I don't want to have a perfect, amazing god tier pool and perfect deck and then get a loss and get kicked out from, best of 3, or at least get a round loss, because I got land or color screwed and I couldn't even play my damn deck. It doesn't matter how powerful your deck is if you can't play your deck. I hate when that happens. I'd rather it be 2 out of 3 so that, yeah, okay, I'm at a disadvantage. I got to win out. But if I have the better deck and I'm the better player, I'm going to win. In all likelihood. Plus then, second round, you get to go first. So there you go. So the rewards are kind of crap compared to the entry. The entry this time around, I didn't think they did this last time, is 22,500 gold. So start hoarding it like your life depends on it. I'm shooting for 45,000 because you can enter twice or more, or 4,500 gems, which is ridiculous. That is a buttload of money. And by the way, 0 to 2 wins, best of 1, gets you no reward. 3 wins gets you 400 gems back. 4 wins is 800. 5 wins is 1,200. 6 wins is 1,600. And 7 wins, which is the most you can get, is 2,000 gems. The will card sleeve, and then a qualification token for day 2, in which if you get 0 wins, you get no additional reward. You get 1 win on day 2, 2,000 gems, so you're close to getting your money back. 2 wins, you get 4,000. There you go, because that's 6,000 total. 3 wins, you get 6,000. 4 wins, you get 10,000. 5 wins, you get 20,000 gems, which, okay. 6 wins, you get $1,000 US, and 7 wins, you get $2,000 US. So very hard to pull off. A ton of skill and a ton of luck will be required. I wouldn't even expect to get to day 2. But I am very, very good at sealed because I'm very good at math and deck building, and this time there's no pressure on the deck building time. In fact, you have, I think, like roughly 25 hours to enter this. Not quite, actually, because it's the morning, but basically May 8th, May 8th, 2021, 6 a.m. Pacific time, and then signups end the next morning at 3 a.m. And then after that, you'll still have a few hours to complete your current run and match up against people before the deadline. Then 6 a.m., that's day 2. And you used to have, like, I think a 1-hour window to check in on day 2, and if you didn't meet it, you were kicked out, and people were, like, beyond pissed about that because nothing made that clear. I know, Wizards didn't make something clear to their pro players. I'm shocked. Qualified for day 2, never showed up because they never told you to. You thought you had all day, missed some absurd get up in the morning time, and then, oh, well, you don't get to play now. And they compensated them. They gave people, like, I don't know, a couple thousand gems, but I want the $1,000 to $2,000. I think they only refunded them like their entry fee of $4,500 or something. The entry fee gets valued a little bit higher if you made it to day 2. Maybe they gave them like double it. Maybe they gave them 9,000. I don't remember. I remember just people still being pissed. I would be. So this time around, they're making absolutely sure they don't specify when to show up on day 2. So that was nice of them. I would just check in at 6:01 a.m. Pacific time. Call me crazy. I don't trust them. I think they're pulling the same bullshit they did last time. Maybe now they're going to get smart and let you check in all day. Who the hell knows? They maybe suggested that you have between 6 and 8 p.m. Pacific. Oh, yeah, it says you must join during this 2-hour window. Okay, they put it on one section and then didn't put it on the first part. That'll help people not miss it. Thanks, Wizards. So the gem rewards are pretty good for day 1 best of 3. 0 wins, no reward, but then 1 win, 1,000 gems. Not bad. I mean, out of 4,500, okay, like you did bad, but you get 1,000 gems. To get 1,000 gems with the other one, you would have had to get 5 wins. Okay, which is 1,200 by the way. But 2 wins in best of 3 will get you 2,500. That's like more than half of your entry. 3 wins, you might as well just enter right back in, 5,000 gems, and it costs 4,500. And then 4 wins, boom, day 2, and you get the Rowan sleeve. But man, 0 losses. That is hardcore. And I can virtually guarantee you that after your first match, every single person you're going to go up against is undefeated. That's just how their event-specific ELO hidden number works, or whatever the hell they called it. They explained it once. I hope my sealed ranking of low gold doesn't come into play right off the bat, or I'm never going to win this. So day 2 is best of 3 no matter what. You get a sideboard, and it's 7 wins, or you get booted at 2 losses. So they will allow you 1 loss, and you have to get to 6 wins to get a grand, 7 wins to get 2 grand, like I said. Read all the restrictions. Certain countries are not allowed, certain cities, certain states, certain whatever. Got to be 18 and up, all that other crap. They don't have any hard probability numbers. They don't know how many people will qualify, blah, blah, blah. I mean, they have the same Q&As and always. I just wanted to let people know about this to, 1, start hoarding coins so you can enter for free. And 2, I mean, take a shot at it. You get a god tier pool, you can make 2 grand on it. I mean, hey, I could use 2 grand. I'm out here hustling just to make like 200 bucks today. It's a pain in the ass, a lot of lifting, a lot of driving. It was terrible. Today sucked. All I made was 200 bucks. But to me, that's a lot of money. So if I can sit on my ass and play Magic kind of proficiently, which if you guys have seen me run a draft, I was surprised at how surprised you guys were in the chat that like I'm that good of a player. There's probably a better way to phrase that. I mean, you guys know that I'm way into math, planning ahead, and I made like a tips on how to play better series that was really popular, right? Like if you've actually seen me live stream, very rarely, it's very rare, but live stream like an actual intellectual game, so in other words, not constructed, like something low-powered where you actually have to think and the game actually goes on for 15 rounds. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm the best in the world, but I'm at least, like, good. Like, I'm proficient enough to be up there with the pros. I got, like, 50 comments from people saying, I love how you're, like, explaining why your next move works this way and that. I'm actually learning things. And I'm just sitting there playing, like, sarcastic 80s sound effects and, like, fart sounds on my soundboard, but then also, like, hey, did you know if I do this and he has this many cards in hand, so probability states this, then this, and if I go past this, then this will result in that being lost, which would mean I could win 1 turn earlier, but then this has the safer backup plan, so I'm going to do this instead and target this, but I'm only going to do it during my end step so that it limits him from doing this, and people are just like, whoa. So, I am not going to be distracted by a live stream during any of these tournaments, that's for damn sure. Sorry. But, I'll try and record it, I guess. Probably won't upload it if I embarrass myself and get like 2 or 3 wins. But, I mean, sometimes it'd be like that. I've been to a couple in paper, and I think like the last 3 that I went to quite a while ago in paper, the pre-release events, I went 2 and 2 just because I even said it because people always know that I predict it and I'm right every single time. I have literally never been wrong about my prediction for a pre-release event. So people always come up to me, what kind of deck do you have? A 2 and 2 deck, a 3 and 1 deck? And sometimes I went to a place that does 5 rounds. But I'm like, oh, this is a solid 2 out of 2. And one of them, I was forced to play 3-color pirates, Ixalan, and It was just garbage. That thing was garbage, but I did manage to pull 2 and 2 out of my ass. I said either 1 and 3 or 2 and 2 if I can get my colors, and because it was such an unreliable deck, and I did get my colors, so. One of the games I won by milling somebody out, so technically I should have went 0 and 4, because color screwing just like literally didn't happen, which in a 3-color deck with absolutely dead-ass 0 fixing, I mean, just saying. But at the end of the day, these are fun. Now, would I drop, 20 bucks an entry or whatever the hell this is on fun? Hell no, that's a little high for me. I mean, that again, if it's paper, okay, I get it. It goes to the store. Most of the events I went to are like 30 bucks, but on Arena, paying the money directly to Wizards instead of directly to the store, nah, I am paying them 0. One thing, because I had to do 2 takes of this if I didn't mention it, if you qualify for day 2 twice on multiple attempts, you'll only get 1 entry on your account. So you won't be able to like go for $2,000 twice. So just keep that in mind. So once you've qualified, stop playing unless you just, 1, want to be an asshole and start beating the crap out of people, which, I mean, sure, it's Arena, everybody's an asshole, they probably deserve it. Or 2, you think that you can actually net positive gems, which I doubt it. Or just jump on your friend's account and do it. I'm sure that's illegal, but the iPayout system lets you sign up after you win, so, just saying. They ain't gonna pay the same person with the same social twice, and they take tax forms, so just, that's another thing. So your friend's gonna have to collect it on your behalf, and then you'll have to, like, I don't know, split it with them, or, maybe just don't play on 2 accounts. It's better than not winning 2 grand a second time, but honestly, your odds are so garbage, I wouldn't even. If I got to day 2 on one qualification, I would just drop it and go play Skyrim or something. So yeah, that's all you need to know. I would encourage you guys to try it if you got the coins. I'm sitting on about 10,000 coins right now, so I'm just not going to do a draft. I actually was going to do a draft because I thought it was gems only, and I also thought it was 2,000 gems, which is, you know, reasonable to get. Yeah, no, I mean, I just bought the battle pass from 2 lucky drafts in a row where I won 6 and 7. So your boy ain't getting 4,500 gems from drafts, not from one draft. In fact, I think even a premier top, like 7 and out finish doesn't pay that high. And it's Wizard of the Coast. I'm not getting my credit card out. So math indicates that I have more than enough time to accumulate about 30 to 40, maybe 50,000 coins in that time. So yeah. So I recommend you do the same so you get a free shot at it. I mean, you know, who wouldn't want a free shot at lots of money? But I mean, I will say Strixhaven is very harsh in limited formats. I played it on draft, and I think that Ikoria is now the 2nd worst draft set I have ever seen in my entire life. That mutate and companion shit, my God, was that trash. It was on another planet as far as unfair, broken, uneven, unfun, just overpowered, like bomb uncommons. That set was horrible. I remember one that was almost as bad too, and I don't remember. My guess is it was probably Throne of Eldraine. I remember one of the core sets was terrible, and like the other 2 were really good though. So might have been that. But yeah, Strixhaven, I ran 1 draft, and I think that's enough for me. It is terrible. The Mystical Archive throws it off so hard, and let me just say, you are probably not going to win unless you go lower hold, which is white-red, mixed with red-blue. Because then you get the most Magecraft triggers, most card draw, best removal, and best creatures. If you run anything other than that, my experience in the draft is that you're not going to win. I started the draft in gold, and I got 4 wins, 3 losses, so 7 games. And in 6 of the games, people were playing those color combinations. Like I said, I'm ranked low gold already from winning those other drafts. So the people who seem to kind of know what they're doing are playing that, and they kick the shit out of me, and I was playing 100% lower hold ambush boost. That deck was vicious, and I was pissed at my performance with that thing. Quite honestly, I should have won every match. But the power level of adding in the blue color, I didn't stand a chance. It was very clear that there was no probability luck drawing. No, their decks were just better than mine. So if that translates over into sealed as well, just keep that in mind. I mean, I play to what I opened, you know, what the rares are, and I don't come in with a preconceived notion. But with this one, it's so unbalanced in favor of those colors. You might want to take a closer look if you're not settling on them. But hey, if you've got a solid black-white deck, run it. Like if you've got, you know, 5 on-color rares and you're like, I could just crush people with this and I've got 8 removal spells, go for it. I mean, that's, you know, that would overcome the overpoweredness of the Magecraft mechanic and the learn mechanic that you get in basically red, white, blue. Merca. And for all of you about to comment, oh, you mean Boros plus... First of all, no, the colleges have names. 2, I didn't learn them. And 3, no, it's called Merca. Shut up. So post your experiences in any sealed events that you ran. I haven't ran a sealed event yet because they're 2,000 gems. I'd love to practice, but I'm not going to, you know, give them money to do so. So let me know what tendencies or tips or tricks or overpowered crap or whatever you saw down in the comment section so that we can all kind of crowdsource being better at it and having a better shot at some money. And I'll see you guys next video.